So, you have a kid out there?
No, I don't have.
Don't? So, what are you doing here?
I just passed by in her small house that had been in her family for years.
Oh, I see. So, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a writer.
You're a writer, huh? You know, you need to check out that guy. And there's a story.
Oh yeah? Why is that?
He played a Pro Bowl once.
Yeah?
And he made a World Series too. And he tried to kill himself.
This particular story belongs to Charles Chick Benito. He is not the ghost, he is very real. I found him on a Saturday morning in the bleachers of the Little League field. I'm not sure if you would believe this story if you won't hear it with his voice. You may not believe it anyhow. But ask this yourself. Have you ever lost someone you love and wanted one more conversation? One more chance to make up for the time when you thought they would be here forever? If so, then you know you can go your whole life collecting days and none will outweigh the one you wish you had back. What if you got it back?
My mother was a Filipino Protestant and my father was a Filipino Catholic. As a married couple, they'd argue all the time. The kids, food, and even religion.
What the hell? Can't move Jesus for Christ's sake!
It's a picture line. Do you think God wants to hang by the bathroom?
Get lost!
Fine!
They were a blend of backgrounds and cultures, but my father's religiosity counted twice. He decided when to go to church and even when to pray. The funny thing is, he wasn't religious himself. He was a hypocrite. He was enlisted in World War II as soon as he could, killing more of the enemy than anyone in our town, as he says. My theory was he never got enough war for his liking, so he made his own with us. My mother, on the other hand, wasn't easy on me. She smacked me, scolded me, and even punished me. But she loved me either way. She loved me even when I didn't want to attend Mass, and she'd love me when I do weird noises inside the church. She loved me coming and going, at my worst and at my best. She had a bottomless love for me. However, she didn't make me work for it. You see, kids chase the love that eludes them, and for me, that was my father's love. He kept it tucked away and I kept trying to get in there. Maybe it's like my old man said, you can be a mama's boy or a daddy's boy, but you can't be both. So you cling to one, you might lose.
What time is your game, honey?
Do you have a goal?
What time is your game?
I don't know.
I'll take you wherever it is.
They fought, but I never imagined the consequences. Parents didn't split up back then. They worked it out, they stayed on the team. Unfortunately, mine didn't. The divorce, we tried to stay the same, but the neighborhood wouldn't allow it. People were nicer to me and my sister. But if we were showed with more kindness, my mother was not. Well, to make it worse, she was still a young and pretty woman. So to women, she was a threat, and to men, an opportunity. I noticed people looking at my mother differently, and that was also the time when I learned the word hypocrite. Back then, I tried searching for a word that best describes people who go to church and pray and ask God for forgiveness, but commits a sin as soon as they are out of the church.
Leaves will soon grow from the barrenness of trees, and all will be alright in time. From waves overgrown come the calmest of seas, and all will be alright in time. Oh, you never really love someone until you learn to forgive. Try as hard as I might to flee the shadows of the night. It haunts me and it makes me feel blue. But how can I try to hide when every
After Mass, I can see how people talk behind our backs. My mom would say,
Don't mind them, chick.
What if I lose you too?
You can't lose your mother, Charlie.
and then off we go. I got so tired with this setup that I decided not to go to church already. Slowly, I decided not to practice my religiosity as well as to weaken my faith. Growing up, I've always had a deep love for baseball because through it, I can feel my father's long-gone presence. So while my mom was there, I longed for my father. I made pro ball and World Series. I turned my back to my family and even to God. Do you ever think that while something is happening to you, something is happening elsewhere? I went to a bar to drink my problems away. I looked for something to drift my mind away from the work just because I got fired. Just as all that was happening, my mother, as she once noted, had something else happening back at home. There she was, collapsed on the floor, a massive heart attack. And I wasn't even there when it happened, and I should have been.
Hey, it's me. Sorry,
Oh, shit. I didn't know where to find you.
What's the matter?
Your mom. Oh, God, Jake. Jake, where are you?
What? What?
Your mom, Jake. Maria found her. It was a heart attack.
What?
I hope you never hear these words. Your mom, she's dead. They are different than any other words. They're too big for you, for your heart, for all your entirety. After the funeral, I got so drunk to the point that I passed out on her couch. But something changed. One day can bend your life, and that day seemed to bend mine inexorably downward. I slept badly, I ate badly. Money became a problem.
Try your best, but you don't succeed.
Jake,
When you get what you want, but not what you need.
please, don't do this to yourself.
Don't touch me!
Don't do this to us!
You know nothing about me! Stop interfering in my life!
Stuck in reverse.
You know what? Just leave me alone! Just leave me alone!
And the tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste. Could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. High up above or down below, when you're too loved to let it go. But if you never try, you'll never know just what you were. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
What pushed over the edge was my daughter's wedding. Apparently, because of my drinking, depression, and generally bad behavior, I became a great embarrassment to risk at a significant family function. Something inside of me sunk so low, and I couldn't find it anymore. In that moment, I felt lonelier than I ever felt before. There was nothing left to say. So I decided to go back home, where I was going to end it all. My life, where I began it. Blundering back to God. Simple as that. The sky was lightening. The crickets grew louder. I had a sudden memory flash of little Maria, asleep on my chest when she was small enough to cradle in one arm, her skin smelling of talcum powder. Then I had a vision of me, wet and filthy as I was now, bursting into her wedding, the music stopping, everyone looking up horrified, with Maria, the most horrified of all. I lowered my head. I would not be missed. I tried to kill myself just to end it all. But some sort of a miracle happened. I don't expect you to go with me here. It's crazy. I know. You don't see dead people. You don't get visits. I have given it all the thought that you are probably giving it right now. A hallucination, a fantasy, a drunken dream, the mixed up brain on its mixed up way. As I say, I don't expect you to go with me here, but this is what happened. She had been there. I had seen her. I know that despite what happened to me, I still have faith in myself. But do miracles really happen? I saw my mother, alive, in front of me.
What happened, Charlie? Are you in pain?
I haven't been so good, Mom.
You know, for 2 years after I married your father, I wished for a child. In those days, 3 years, that was a long time. People thought there was something wrong with me. So did I. I couldn't imagine a life without children. Once, I even... Wait, let's see.
Dad always told me, don't you?
You see, I prayed for you and Rebecca. You're both an answered prayer, Charlie.
For us? On a tree?
Trees spend all day looking and talking to God. So now you know how badly someone wanted you, Charlie. Children forget that sometimes. They think of themselves as a burden, not a wish granted.
Mom, can I ask you a question?
Yes, Charlie.
Despite what happened to you, how come you still believe in God?
Because I have faith in Him. I believed in Him, in everything He does. When your father and I got divorced, I prayed and prayed for a peace of heart. I got it, and I got you. I may lost a husband, but I never lost a reason to fight. It is because of you and Rebecca. Now, Charlie, why do you want to die?
Mom, I'm not who you think. I messed things up. I drank, I blew everything. I lost my family. I fell apart. Catherine is gone, Mom. I drove her away. Maria, I'm not even in her life. She's married. I wasn't even there. I'm an outsider now, Mom. I'm an outsider to everything I loved. And you, that last date, I never should have left you. I could never tell you how sorry, how I'm so sorry. I wanted it to stop. Mom, this anger, this guilt. That's why I wanted to die. I gave up, Mom.
Forgive, Charlie. Then surrender everything to Him. I love you, Charlie.
Wait, Mom, don't go. I can't lose you.
Hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mom. You got to see the person I have become. Spread your wings, and I know that when God took you back, He said, hallelujah, you're home.
Benito died last month, 5 years after his attempted suicide. and 3 years after our encounter on that Saturday morning. Chick Benito's final years seemed to bring him some contentment. He sold his mother's home and directed the proceeds to his daughter. He later moved to an apartment to be near her, and they re-established their relationship, including Saturday morning donuts runs, in which they caught up on events of the week over coffee. Chick got to serve in the church regularly. He attended and participated in nearly every Mass every Sunday. People who regularly go to church are very fond of him because of his humor and stories. His story is so moving that it touched a lot of hearts of people around him. One story can change the heart of a person. This story changed not just one, but the many people of this town. And even though Chick is gone now, his story flows through others. It flows through me. I don't think he was crazy. I think he really did get one more day with his mother. And one day spent with someone you love can change everything. I know. I had a day like that too, in the bleachers of a little league field. A day to listen, to love, to apologize, to forgive. My married name is Maria Lang. But before that, I was Maria Benito, and Chick Benito was my father. I'm glad that I made things right to the one I love.